Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel over here at 20 by 20 Garage. So today we gotta head out to my local Harbor Freight to pick up some lint-free towels. We got some projects going on with the engine today. Finally getting around to doing something that I've been putting off for a while. But I got some time today. I'm off, so we're gonna utilize this time to go ahead and knock out some things. So stay tuned and stick around. Figure out what I'm doing. So as we're pulling up here to the local Harbor Freight, some ice car alarms going on. Quick visit, I promise. For some shop towels. I'm gonna snag me some of these. And I'm gonna give me some microfibers. Hey Curtis, you remember this? Alright, so it's time to go because if not, I will be in here all day. Yeah, it's one of my favorite spots. But anyway, let's sorry for the brightness. Let's get back to the house and start this project. Alright, so we're back. Let's get this on. Okay, so today we're actually going to start the honing process on this Gen 2 Coyote block. This came from a 2016 Mustang GT. It has been sitting in my garage for quite some time. I've been acquiring a lot of parts for it. I've had it decked along with the heads, but I just didn't have enough time to complete it or even start on it. So today I'm taking my day off to go ahead and start the honing process on this. I'm going to show you the inside of the cylinders because you can, most of them for the most part are pretty clean. But there's one in particular, this one right here, that seems to need some attention. So let me show you what it looks like. So my number one cylinder, you can tell it has some slight rusting in here. The other cylinders are pretty decent in you know, shape and not too much going on. A little dust in there from it sitting here. But if you notice, there's really no cross hatching. This was a used block, and since I have new pistons going inside, I want to get that 45-degree cross hatch. So that's why we're honing out the block today. Now, one thing prior to honing, we're going to have to take out these oil squirters. All right, so we're gonna have to rotate the block over to take those oil squirters out. I don't want to risk damaging them. Although I do have a new set that will be going in, I don't want to risk damage them to the point that they actually do anything internally to the insides of the frame. So we're gonna remove those, and yeah, let's get to it. So now that we got out of our oil squirters out, we can turn our engine back over and then prep for honing. So before we do any type of honing, we want to prep our surfaces. We want to make sure our cylinder surfaces are as clean as possible because even though we're going to have lube in there, we don't want to have any additional materials deposited. And with the friction that's going on in there, yeah, we want to make sure that it's clean and a sterile environment as we can get it. So we're going to be applying some brake cleaner to the insides. I'm going to be wiping it out as best as I can and getting this ready to hone. So now that our cylinders have been wiped out and cleaned, we're going to go ahead and use some automatic transmission fluid. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying they've honed their blocks with like WD-40. I've seen a lot of other things on YouTube, maybe like a 10-way. But I'm going to go ahead and use this automatic transmission fluid. And we're going to see what the results are. Again, this is not a tutorial, so please, you can't just take my word and say, hey, you know, because disclaimer right here, I'm responsible for my block, not yours. But we're just going to see, because I have seen people using automatic transmission fluid to hone out their blocks. So let's get to it. Oh, one more note. I am using this 3-jaw cylinder honing tool. I just picked it up off of Amazon. I think it was like 39 bucks. Read some of the reviews. They said that it was pretty decent. So there's a SKU number if anybody's interested. So here we are prepping our first cylinder with some lubricant, spraying, giving it a moderate coating to make sure that we didn't leave any dry spots. And we're going to be lining up our honing tool and just making sure that we're trying to stay, you know, perpendicular to that surface and going in and out smooth. What I learned was enough pressure is enough. And if you can see that stain was still there, but we wound up getting it out. If you watch further in the video, it actually was removed pretty fairly. So we've already worked on our first and second cylinder, and now we're working on our third one. So this is the first side of the short block that we honed. All the cylinders, they're dull. Still trying to get that crosshatch going. I see some showing up in some, but definitely totally different from the unhoned side, as you can see. I mean, we still have some staining in that gleam. We're trying to break that off. So I'll work that other side here another time, and then we're going to switch over to the left side. So we're down to the last one. Yeah, still going to break this guy up, but cross hatches are coming in nice. Let's keep working. Yep, I think I'm good. I think I'm where I want to be as far as the hash patterns. So we're going to clean these out and put some WD-40 in here so we can preserve this until we get back at it. I'm just gonna make sure we clean off any residue that may have been left over before we do any type of assembling. We want to make sure this is clean as possible. And I'm gonna go ahead and re-clean it, you know, once I go ahead and get ready to do the lower end or the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and re-clean it. So I'm just trying to get this leftover oil and stuff that I see down in here. I will hit it again prior to any type of assembly. Hey, so before I leave this video, I want to talk about one more thing. Earlier, you saw me remove these oil squirters, and they're coming in the block pretty much from factory. And I've seen some builds though. However, they're putting in these oil squirt deletes, right? And I'm assuming that they're saying that these technically don't really do too much. And then I've seen these used in like supercharged or pro-charged or twin turbos, now any other thing than naturally aspirated. I'm not really sure. Just kind of playing around with the idea. So if any of you out there have any experience building these things and want to chime in, let me know. Should I go with the OEM oil squirters, or should I put in the deletes? And what's best? Give me the pros and cons. Another thing, shout out to my son. Kuma giving me the shirt 717. All right, and it is 50 years of GT building. So appreciate it. Word in the video to rep you. And we're out of here. So thanks for stopping in. It's your boy Thomas Ballard from 2020 Garage. Peace.